and the friends I've made. Advice I'd give to underclassmen athletes is work hard from the start, listen to your coaches, and enjoy every mode because the years go faster than you think. Rebel Pride to me means representing your school with dedication and commitment on and off the sidelines. It's about lifting others up, supporting every player, and keeping the crowd involved no matter what. No matter what the score is. It means showing leadership, positivity, and confidence at all times.
Morgan's cheer awards are Rookie Award. Her other awards are the Reigning Miss Teen Regatta. Her clubs are O Club, Girl Power, FBLA, and Beta. Her hobbies are hanging out with her friends and reading. She has a 3.8 GPA, and her post-graduation plans are to continue cheering at Union Commonwealth University and studying in criminology. Ladies and gentlemen, Morgan Fulton. And our next cheerleader, Jacob Webb. Jacob is the son of Darla and David Webb, and he's been cheering for 1 year here at Owen County.
My most memorable was whenever I did a backflip before Brian, aka Liddy Jr. One thing that I will miss most about being part of the program will be the people that run it. They're wonderful and they deserve a lot of appreciation. Advice that I would give to underclassmen athletes is just to listen. Rebel Pride is respecting where you come from.
Jacob's awards are Student of the Month. He's a part of the yearbook staff here at Owen County High School. His hobbies are playing basketball, and his post-graduation plans are to attend welding school. Ladies and gentlemen, Jacob Webb. And now moving to the Run Rebels basketball program. And our first senior is Zariah Hill. Zariah is the son of Kathy Hill, and tonight he's being escorted by his mother Kathy and Shemaiah Hill. Zariah has been a part of the Run Rebel basketball program as a manager for 4 years and been the manager for Varsity for 4 years.
My most memorable moment of my career is winning districts in 2024, and I will miss the most of my career is being with my teammates and cheering for them on the bench. A word of advice I would give to underclassmen is to be there for your teammates and always have their backs and enjoy the moment. And what Rebel Pride means to me is that I will always have my school support and I will always give it back to them.
Zariah has a 2.8 GPA, and his post-graduation plans are to join the military. Ladies and gentlemen, Zariah Hill. And now for our next senior, number 4, Tanner Holt. Tanner is the son of Natasha and Chris Dressman, and joining him tonight is his sister, Taylor Dressman. Tanner's been playing basketball for 12 years and varsity for 3.
My most memorable moment of my career is when we went to Florida my junior year, and I was rooming with Brennan Lewis and Cannon Beckham. What I will miss most is the people that I've met over the past 3 years. My advice to underclassmen is to work hard every day and be patient. Rebel pride means to me that I'm playing for something that's bigger than myself.
Tanner's awards are Honor Roll and Student of the Month. His clubs are FCA, O Club, Beta Club. His hobbies are hanging out with his friends and family, playing pitch, and fishing. Tanner has a 4.0 GPA, and his future plans are to study HVAC at Jefferson Community and Technical College. Ladies and gentlemen, number 4, Tanner Holt. And for our next senior, number 5, Bryson Tyree. Bryson is the son of Shane and Lindsay Tyree, and joining him tonight is his sister, Hallie Ruth. Bryson has been playing basketball for 13 years and a member of the varsity team for 4.
What is the most memorable moment of your playing career? I would say it was my freshman year being able to participate in the All-A state tournament. What will you miss most about being part of the program? I will miss my teammates and all the experiences I've had over the past 4 years. What advice would I give to underclassmen athletes? To always give your all and to never lose your love for the game. What does Rebel Pride mean to me? Always giving back to the community that supports you and always knowing where you're from.
Bryson's awards are Academic All-State, 2025 Basketball All-District Team. His clubs are O Club and NHS. His hobbies are fishing, hanging out with friends, and playing cards. He has a 4.4 GPA, and his future plans are to attend the University of South Alabama and major in marine science. Ladies and gentlemen, number 5, Bryson Tyree. And for our final senior, number 11, Trip Allnut. Trip is the son of Don and Kara Allnut and Sarah and Eric Gordon. Trip's been playing basketball for 8 years, been varsity for 2 seasons.
My most memorable moment is going to Florida my junior season with the basketball team. The thing I'll miss most about the program is being able to build bonds and be a mentor to the younger kids. My advice to underclassmen is always play hard, and remember, you don't have to play, you get to play. What Rebel Pride means to me is it's something bigger than a record. It's the name that you play for in the front of your jersey.
Tripp's awards include 2-time NCKC All-Conference in football, 2-time All-District in football. In football 2A, he finished 6th in the state in tackles for loss, 12th in the state for interceptions, and he earned the Mr. 66 Effort Award. His clubs are O Club. His hobbies are going places and hanging out with the team. He has a 3.2 GPA. And his post-graduation plans are to attend Elite Welding Academy in Cincinnati. Ladies and gentlemen, number 11, Trip Allnut. Let's give one more big round of applause for our class of 2026 seniors for Owen County Cheer and the Running Rebels. All right, senior families, we're going to do one picture between the balloons with each senior group.
hoping the beatings will go away. It wasn't always a hit and run relationship. It used to be love, happiness, and companionship. Remember when I treated you good? I moved you up to the hills, off the ills of the ghetto hood. Me and you a happy home when it was on. I had a love to call my own. I should have seen you was trouble, but I was lost. Trapped in your eyes, preoccupied with getting tossed. No need to lie, you had a man and I knew it. You told me, don't worry about it, we can do it. Now I'm under pressure, make a decision cause I'm waiting. When I'm alone, I'm on the phone, having secret conversations. I wanna take your misery, replace it with happiness, but I need your faith in me.
Everything's still cool. Being me, I can't lose. I know you getting confused. They like how you do it so smooth. Gotta stay in tune. With your love, I can't lose. Say 9, say 10. Make sure you gon' lose. I can see you wanna vibe with me. Just say you wanna vibe with me. Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. Probably why you calling me. Is that why you calling me? Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. I can see you wanna vibe with me. Just say you wanna vibe with me. Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. Probably why you calling me. Is that why you calling me? Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. Mixing different shades of. I look like the fall. Trap money, real money. Yeah, I want it all. I just take my best feelings, put it in a song. I know I was right. I know you was wrong. Yeah, I got a vision, let it capture in 4K. We forever young, you won't see me in no way. I'ma do what I want right now. I can't wait till it's too late. Everywhere up in the world right now. 10 bands in a suitcase. Cool. Being me, I can't lose. I know you getting confused. They like how you do it so smooth. Gotta stay in tune. With your love, I can't lose. Say 9, say 10. Make sure you gon' lose. I can see you wanna vibe with me. Just say you wanna vibe with me. Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. Probably why you calling me. Is that why you calling me? Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. I can see you wanna vibe with me. Just say you wanna vibe with me. Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me. Probably why you calling me. Is that why you calling me? Feeling like I won a lottery. You getting a lot of me.
Easy, told him let's run it. I keep it 100. This champion ring diamonds dancing like breeze.
I dropped the top on the 6th Street. Flying in my eyes, see the MVP. Passing it off like CP3. Shawty, she calling me MVP. I've been on time, it's something you ain't never seen before. They call me the Dom, really want my whole team to score. Yeah, too icy. Yeah, too clean. Yeah, my zone.
Hi, everybody, from the Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium here on the campus of Owen County High School in Owenton, Kentucky, where tonight the Owen County Rebels get set to host the Anderson County Bearcats. Brian Blair, Braden Howard. It is senior night for the boys in here tonight. A nice crowd has filed in, and we are ready for some Saturday night basketball at the Grid. Braden, this Owen County basketball team's coming off a tough loss the other night. Anderson County's coming off 2 games in 2 straight days. So we'll see. It's senior night. It's feeling pretty good in here. It's good movement or good mojo in the building. Should be an interesting ball game.
Yeah, when you look at this, these teams go back a long ways in the 8th region. A lot of scrappy matchups over the years. And we say this a lot, a rivalry of the 8th region.
Yeah.
Out of the teams outside of our district, I feel like this one is one of the stronger ones that they face outside of like Walton maybe. It's always just a tough game to play, no matter how good or bad each team is. It's going to be a game that's going to be physical, especially down in the paint. Rebounding from the Rebels is going to be very important if they want to stay in this game.
Yeah, I think it's a good rivalry, and I think it's one of those teams that like you said, and outside of district play,
It's a game that really, since 2007, they've tried to play every year. It's usually played late in the season. It's got a little bit of a tournament feel to it because that's what both coaches wanted. I mean, and that's what you and I have talked about. It's getting ready, for the upcoming 31st District 8th Region tournament. Anderson County is a ball club that, I mean, they've won 20 games this year. They have the most wins in the 8th Region. They're 20-5. They've dominated against 31st District teams this year. They're 4-0. And they have a young man who's quite the player, Andrew Sparrow, big, strong, physical, 20 points a game, 6.2 rebounds. It is going to be incumbent upon Michael Smith, and I know Caden Perkins got some minutes off the bench the other night in the game at Eminence, but it's going to be imperative that they control him, maybe try to get him in foul trouble early. And you've already said it, Owen County's going to have to rebound the basketball tonight.
And something else on the offensive end as well. Anderson comes out with a very strong defensive presence. They're going to have to take the open shots.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you might not have your Harper Duvall or Britton Stafford behind the arc every time. If you're open, you've got to take the shot.
Yep. Michael Smith's been the man here in Owen County for the last couple, 3 weeks. I know Britton Stafford has played very well. I mean, they've all played well, but I think this team really goes how Michael plays down low. I mean, the other night at Eminence, he had a really nice game, 27 points. I think 15 in the first or 18 in the first and 9 or whatever it was in the second half. But they need him to play a consistent game tonight. I know the couple of the losses, he played really well in the first half, maybe not quite as well in the second half. So they need him to have a big game. And then I think they're going to need somebody, whether it's Harper Duvall or Connor DeZarn or Britton Stafford, somebody's going to have to make enough threes to keep the Anderson County defense honest.
Now, I have seen Anderson County play this year. Mm-hmm. We've talked about this over the past few weeks against Walton Verona over at Henry County. Now, prior to the game, somebody told me the first team to 51. Anderson, of course, scored 49.
And won by one.
And won by one. A very tough game. Both teams started out on runs. Walton came out on a 7-0 run. Anderson came out right back behind them with an 8-0 run to retake the lead. But after that, I mean, it was back and forth the entire game. If Owen County can pick up their defensive intensity without fouling and be a presence inside the paint, trying to eliminate Sparrow as much as they can, they've got a chance. Like I said, a lot of things are going to happen here tonight for everything to go well for a Rebel win.
I remember you came in, we had a game that night, and I don't remember who it was, but I remember you came in that night. It was a girls' game, I believe, and said that it had an 8th region tournament feel being in Henry County's gym, and you said it was just a really good high school basketball game, and hopefully we'll have one of those in here tonight. Earlier today over in Warsaw, it was Owen County who just broke the hearts of the Gallatin County Lady Cats as they knocked them off 40-31. And it's not a guarantee. Owen County still has 2 more games left in 31st District play. They have Eminence and Henry County next week. But Owen County right now sitting pretty for that #1 seed in the 31st District tournament.
Has Gallatin lost?
They are 7-1 or 7-2 now. Owen County only has the 1 loss.
So then, I guess if they take care of business, then they should be the 1 seed yet again.
But I don't know a lot of details about the game. I was at a birthday party. Happy birthday to my dad, who's listening tonight. He is not quite to the big 8-0, but 1 year short. So happy birthday to my dad. I was up there today eating some chicken and my mom's macaroni and cheese, which is, you never can go bad with your mom's mac and cheese. But that was a good time this afternoon. So I don't really know a lot of details. I don't know who scored what, but I know that Owen County scored 9 more than Gallatin, and that's all that mattered today, to be honest with you. So congratulations to Coach Wesselman and the girls. Both teams back out here tonight getting loose for Anderson County. One of the big stories for them this year has been the loss of Noah Beasley. He is a sophomore, played 2 games this year, averaged 13 points, and he's been out, and you can see him over there with the brace on. He tore his ACL. And when you look at this Anderson County team, you take him out of the equation because he is. They're a senior-led team. I mean, there are seniors up and down this roster, and I think they probably have to feel like if they're going to make a run over in Henry County in the 8th region tournament, this would be their year to do it.
And you mentioned earlier that a lot of their losses within the region were from really good teams, and they weren't blowout losses either. I mean, I think their worst, I think you said, was the Grant County by 10.
Spencer beat them by 16.
Spencer,
but
16.
that's the one. And hey, there's no shame in that. I mean, that's a good team.
And I mean, you can manage with that. I mean, there's been plenty of time to make adjustments over the season, and if you're a coach, you're hoping your team is playing its best ball at this time of the season. Right now, I think Owen County's close. The other night was the first time in a while I'd seen Michael Smith score points in the second half. And honestly, if you want to take it an extra step, it really got them going in the second half there. He came out and had a few quick buckets there, and it really propelled that little run that they built off of in the first half. So Michael Smith's got to have a good game. Threes have to be falling, but I definitely think it's a good opportunity for the Running Rebels here to take an 8th region win.
It's also alumni night here for the guys. We'll let you listen to those introductions here in a moment. Real quick, Anderson County played last night, and they beat the brakes off Cornerstone Christian 62-20. As I said, Owen County in their last game over Thursday night lost to Grant County in Dry Ridge 58-48. So thanks for joining us. It's Valentine's Day. Got my wife some flowers and a cookie cake. She's actually home with strep throat. So, yeah. I'm sure she's not watching. But hey, if you're watching, love you, babe. Happy Valentine's Day. Pre-Valentine's Day, I brought her home went to Call Family and brought her home a COVID test. Nothing says loving like sticking a Q-tip up your nose.
I remember a couple years ago when I first started doing the broadcast with you, there was a certain article that you wrote years ago.
Yes, about skunks and mating season.
Funny you mentioned that. On the way to Carrollton today, I saw 7.
I saw 4 going to Northern Kentucky.
7 of them.
I was counting. Let's turn it over to TJ Wesselman.
Partnership with Commonwealth Credit Union would like to recognize our Running Rebel basketball alumni. Owen County High School has a rich tradition of support from our alumni, and tonight is a wonderful way to honor those who have paved the way for our current Rebels. Now, let's meet our Running Rebel alumni. From the class of the 2020s, class of 2025 point guard, number 12, Colby Young. Also from the class of 2025, power forward, number 11, Brennan Lewis. From the class of 2024, center, number 34, Brax Ward. From the 2010s, from the class of 2013, guard, forward, number 15, James Odie Stone. From the class of 2017, forward, number 13, Nolan Tackett. And from the class of 2016, guard, number 5, Coach Chad McDonald. And now for the 2000s. From the class of 2002, forward, number 14, Derek Epperson. From the class of 2004, center, number 42, Brandon Mills. From the class of 2003, a guard, number 3, Joe Sparrow. And from the class of 2000, a forward, number 4, he wasn't very good, TJ Wesselman. Taking it back to the 90s. From the class of 1997, shooting guard, number 20, Josh Smith. From the class of 95, point guard, number 22, head coach Devin Duvall.
Ladies go crazy. You knew it was going to happen.
And now for the 80s, guard from the class of 1986, number 24, Brian Young. Now for the 1970s, from the class of 1979, guard, number 23, Ed Boren. From the class of 1974, forward, number 22, Hall of Famer Mo Ware. From the class of 1971, guard, number 24, Stuart Bowling. From the class of 1977, forward, number 22, Mark Duvall. And last but not least, from the 1960s, class of 1967, guard, number 33, Larry Dale Perry. All right, let's get ready for a picture. Young guys in front, old guys in back. We don't want Casey to be working on anybody, so keep the old guys standing up. Get together for a picture.
Get in.
Oh, alumni, please stay. Alumni, stay. Basketball guys, get in for a picture. Larry Dale, stay. Basketball guys, get in for a picture.
As they're taking the picture, it's pretty cool, and it's kind of a neat tribute, I think, you know, to see so many alumni who have stayed around. You know, we talked about that last week during the Hall of Fame with Mr. Downey. I mean, these guys have stuck around Owen County, and it's really cool to see that. And what a tribute to this community that so many people, you know, don't leave, and they're still here after in some cases, and I don't mean to call anybody out, but after all these years.
Yeah. Well, and you look at it there's 3 coaches down there.
Yeah, it's.
You know, Coach Ware was my dad's coach, who was also an alumni, class of 93. But one of Coach Ware's coaches is now the head coach and has been the head coach for a long time. And taking it one step further, you've got the Gratz Bomber, Chad McDonald, out there coaching. We build traditions here in Owen County.
No,
athletics.
It's really cool. It's really cool. We're going to have one more thing, and if you're Anderson County, you're probably like, we just warmed up for 20 minutes. Now we're going to sit here for 20 minutes because we're going to have a college signing here in just a second on senior night, and we will turn that over here to the public address announcer when that officially takes place. But
did you check scoreboard? What was our official start time supposed to be?
7:30. Did
they have it pushed back further? I know sometimes, like the Kentucky game, was a little later today.
Well, they should say that the KHSAA does not put the ish behind what time these games start, so it doesn't say 7:30-ish. So, but the family getting together. We'll get ready to turn over to our public address announcer, basketball alum, Mr. Josh Smith.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Owen County Athletic Department and Owen County High School would like to recognize one of its outstanding students. Tonight, senior Morgan Fulton will be signing her national letter of intent to cheer at Union Commonwealth University. Joining Morgan tonight are her parents Kayla and Fabian Fitzgerald and Chad and Rebecca Fulton. Lady Rebels cheer head coach Sarah Young, assistant coach Lindsay Allnut, Owen County Principal Betsy Webster, and Owen County Athletic Director TJ Wesselman. Morgan, if you're ready, let's make it official to become a Bulldog. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join us as we congratulate Morgan for signing her national letter of intent to cheer at Union Commonwealth University.
Is Union Commonwealth? So a cool honor for Miss Morgan Fulton as she will be cheering at the next level at Union Commonwealth University. Hugs all around from her family and coaches, and special night all the way around for all these folks. They will get the chairs back, they'll put the table away, and we will be just about set for basketball.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium here at Owen County High School for tonight's basketball matchup between the Anderson County Bearcats and your Owen County Running Rebels. Please stand as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem. And now for the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Bearcats of Anderson County. Number 24, Andrew Sparrow. Number 15, Landon Daniels. Number 32, Cooper Welch. Number 2, Braden Morrow. And number 10, Tyler Ishikawa. Running Rebels. At guard, a junior, number 2, Harper Duval. At guard, a senior, number 4, Tanner Holt. At guard, a senior, number 5, Bryson Tyree. At forward, a senior, number 11, Trip Allnut. And at guard, a junior, number 20, Michael Smith. The Running Rebels are coached by Ashley Young, Chad McDonald, Shane Tyree, and
All right, starting lineup's been introduced. Of course, Owen County's a little different tonight. Being senior night, it's going to be Harper Duvall, senior Tanner Holt, senior Bryson Tyree, senior Trip Allnut, and junior Michael Smith for Anderson County, senior Braden Maros, junior Tyler Ishikawa, senior number 15 Landon Daniels, senior number 24 Andrew Sparrow, and senior number 32 Cooper Welch. We are set. Ball is in the air, and it is controlled by the Rebels. We are underway. Get another piece of heart-shaped chocolate and watch some basketball. Michael Smith going baseline, almost stepped out of bounds, threw it back into Tanner Holt. Now to Allnut, man-to-man defense right now. Tyree in the lane, puts it up and in. Nice move, kind of had to adjust a little bit in the air to get it around Sparrow, but a nice play and a nice start for the Rebels.
Yeah, good, very patient offensive possession there by the Rebels, looking for that one good shot there, and they were able to get it there in the lane.
Ishikawa with the basketball, good shooter. Kicks it out, that's gonna be Welch, no good. Rebound Michael Smith. See if Owen County tries to get it down low a little bit, or if Harper Duvall tries to get in the lane. He's got a little bit of a height advantage on Ishikawa. There he goes, and he got fouled. Good play right there by the junior. I think the one thing that jumps out when you look at this Anderson County team, and you notice this during warm-ups, they're big. I mean, they're big all the way around. I mean, even you take Ishikawa off the floor, and all four guys are big, they're strong, and that's not a knock against Ishikawa. I mean, it's just there's some big bodies out there. As Duvall makes both, and it's 4-0 Owen County. Kind of curious how long the seniors get to play. You know, Allnut not usually starting, neither is Tanner Holt. Both will see action typically on a given night.
I don't know. If it keeps on this pace, they might get a lot of minutes.
Ishikawa drops it off to Welch. He's looking down low. Pretty good D so far to keep the ball out of the hands of Sparrow. Now he gets it and he scores. He's a strong young man. Here comes a little bit of that pressure you talked about. Tanner Holt, nice catch. Pump fakes, goes in and has it blocked. Thought he had Allnut open to bounce pass it to him, but could not find him. Trip Allnut double teaming down low on Sparrow as there's a three ball up and no good. He missed everything to Braden Morrow, and it's going to go back to Owen County. So whenever he cuts across the lane, they are putting two bodies on Sparrow, who you may not be able to tell if you're watching, but he's got a black eye. Talking about him being a physical player. I don't know if he didn't get his girlfriend flowers today or he got that on the basketball floor. Michael Smith puts it on the deck, goes in strong, has it stripped away. Good play right there by Landon Daniels. He'll just go all the way. I thought he traveled, and he scoops it up and in.
I think everyone else in the gym thought he traveled as well.
So 4-4, 3 minutes in. Michael Smith gets across the timeline, finds Allnut. Good pass, Allnut in a little bit of trouble. Now gets it back out to Duval. Ishikawa up tight. Duval back with it. Let's go with three. No. Rebound. Out of bounds. Good hustle by Allnut, but it's out of bounds off of him. And it will go back to Anderson County. 4-4, 4:38 to go. First quarter. This is a good pace, I think, for both teams. You know, you talked about Anderson being willing in that first game, that game against Walton early in the year, you know, to play in the 40s. Owen County would be perfectly fine. I think with this pace, I think Anderson County, frankly, would be okay with it too.
Yeah, I think it does work to the Rebels' advantage.
Yes.
They only play a 7-man rotation. So a team that's going to be more physical like Anderson, that shorter rotation, a slower pace game benefits the Rebels.
Here's a three in the corner. That one is good by Braden Morrow. He makes up for the one he missed everything on earlier, and he gives the Bearcats a 3-point lead. Nice pass down to Michael Smith. Patiently goes up. He waited and waited and waited and got it up and in. 7-6. That broke a 7-0 run by the Bearcats. Couple of subs waiting to check in. Here's a three by Sparrow, no good. Michael Smith, another rebound. Duval baseline cutoff. Be curious to see in the next year Michael Smith's rebounding totals. Duval, long three, front iron, no good, and I thought Tanner Holt went over the back and there was no call.
I remember they don't call those.
Driving, putting it up, good play right there. Has almost dropped my score sheet. Braden Morrow, that would have been bad. It almost went all the way down onto the floor. 9-6, 2:40 to go, and a foul.
I believe that's going to be on Ishikawa, his second.
Yes, it is. So we're going to get some subs in for Owen County. Allnut and Holt check out. Caden Perkins and Britton Stafford check in. Checking in for Anderson is Colton Smith as Ishikawa comes out. Stafford has played well in these last 3 or 4. Has that one knocked out of bounds. Deflected out there by Cooper Welsh, and he thought he had knocked it off the back of Stafford. Into Michael Smith up top. Duval wide open three, no good. Back iron, gets his own rebound. Bodies everywhere right now. And a lot of contact underneath, no call. Anderson steals it. 9-6, a quickly paced first quarter. We're almost at the 2-minute mark. Good play by Michael Smith as they were trying to get it down low to Sparrow, and he came flying out of nowhere to catch that one. And we got a timeout as there's a dry erase marker on the floor.
What if that was the one that snuck out from under the bleachers from the other night?
That is true. Pendleton County's head coach, Patrick Kelsch, lost one the other night. He slammed his clipboard down and it went under the bleachers. Duval spinning, uses his body to make space and scores. Big, strong move right there by Duval as he created separation with his shoulder. Minute and a half to go in the first. Up top, Morrow. Here's Sparrow going to work on Caden Perkins. Perkins makes him pass out of there. Nice play. Minute and 10 to go. That's Daniels going to work up top. Trying to go down low, double team, and a foul. Who'd they get, Caden Perkins or Stafford?
Should be a push there on Perkins.
Yep. Duvall checks out, Wade Cook in. Here's a 3-ball money. Nice play off the inbound. That's from Colton Smith as Wade Cook kind of got lost in the wash of all the screens. And it's a 4-point Anderson lead with 44 seconds left in the quarter. Little zone defense look right now as Bryson Tyree traveled. Now I think the official up on the wing is going to overrule and say there was a foul. They're going to talk about it.
Regardless, there was a travel in there. It just depends on if it was caused by the foul. If the foul came first, which I think it did.
I thought the foul caused him to walk. They're getting together, and you may have heard Coach Duvall. It shouldn't take this long. You know, this is one where you've got to say,
who blew the whistle first?
Right. I think all fans want and coaches want in this case is just to be decisive. And it's going to be a travel.
They called it a travel.
And Coach Duvall has a fair point here as he says to the official up top, he said, you called the foul. He said, you put your arms up. He made the motion that says you were ready to call a foul. And I think he is one of the younger officials on the floor, and I think he just got overruled. But I give the officials credit. They talked about it. That's a chicken or egg conversation. Travel or foul, which came first? Anderson County a chance to take the last shot. Morrow uses a couple screens. He traveled. Yes, he did.
Makeup calls.
Actually, I thought he did travel.
He changed his pivot foot, so that one was most definitely a travel there. But
Caden Perkins checks out, 3 seconds. Stafford gets it into Smith, and he stepped out of bounds. Official right there to see it. So now Anderson County will come out near half court. Actually, they will get a chance here. Landon Daniels, they're going to call timeout and talk this over. Do have a trivia question for you tonight, coming up between the quarters. Do want to take a moment to mention, we talked about the seniors tonight on this Owen County team. Also want to mention the manager, Zariah Hill. He's a senior as well, so congrats to him. If you're listening tonight on the feed, on the live stream, give us a shout out. Let us know where you're listening or watching from. If you're tuned in over in Anderson County, welcome. Don't forget, there is no school in Owen County on Monday. It is a personal development day for teachers. But if you are a student out there or no students, remind them they can turn off the alarm Monday morning. It's a President's Day PD day. Gets it in, knocked away. Tanner Holt, will he get a shot? No, and there's a foul.
So are they actually calling it a shooting foul?
No, he called it on the floor. Tanner Holt went immediately to the line to say, look, and now they're discussing it.
Let's discuss it again. No instant replay or anything here. How are they?
And it is just a foul on the floor. And that is Coach Duvall is rightly upset. He is saying, you guys need to get it straight. I mean, you got officials making different calls.
So was the foul on 15 Daniels?
I believe so, yes, his first. All right. That was extremely close to him being in the act of shooting. You ready for some trivia?
I'm about as ready as I'm ever going to be.
All right. Again, if you're listening tonight, watching us, feel free to, you can answer this question too. It's Valentine's Day themed trivia. So it is common on Valentine's Day to get your special someone a box of chocolates, heart-shaped box of chocolates. And the question tonight is, who invented the first Valentine's Day box of chocolates? Now, I know this is random, but I will say that the last name of this person will be familiar. It's as a candy maker. Okay? But not, this person would be more known as an egg person than a heart person. So I feel like that's a really good clue. But if you're listening and watching and you want to know, first person to invent a box of chocolates. Here's a three, pretty well defended by Britton Stafford that Colton Smith can't knock down, and the Rebels have the basketball. 12-8 into the first quarter, an eventful first quarter.
I've got a real answer and a smart aleck answer.
All right.
So whichever one you want first.
All right, we'll get it here at the next dead ball. Michael Smith spinning. He puts the ball down so low, he drops it off to Perkins, who lays it in. Michael's got to keep that ball up high because he just opens it up to let people reach at it. Got away with it that time, and Caden Perkins gets the bucket. 12-10. Wanted to go down low. Caden Perkins right there. Nice job on Sparrow as he was cutting to the basket. Now he's going to give a screen to his teammate Daniels. Back up top, Sparrow lets it go. That one looked good and is good. Sparrow 23 of 66 on the year, not counting last night. 23 threes, the most, or the second most on the team after Colton Smith, who has 43, and he has one here tonight. Stafford gets it out of the lane. Wade Cook thought about it. Michael Smith. Rebels having to be forced back a long way from the basket. Michael Smith, a free throw line jumper, no good. Driving, Smith, running shot, good. And I'm going to say this, I think Owen County is in a little bit of a danger zone right here. 7-point lead, but you feel like Anderson County has the momentum. This would take a little bit of it back, and a good play and a good shot by Harper Duvall. He has 6, 17-12. Big bucket, I think, right there.
And I think if you're Owen County on the offensive end, you are going to live at that free throw line, whether it's penetrating the defense and getting a foul drawn or finding that open spot in the zone there.
Let's see who they get on this. Caden Perkins was behind him, and he got called for the foul. I thought they might get Stafford for the swipe. But that's going to be the second on Perkins. Kind of curious. I thought they might bring Allnett back in right there. I thought he might put Allnett back in. Tripp not committed a foul yet tonight, which is news-making in its own way. Just kidding, Tripp. Sort of. But, I mean, in all truthfulness, you've got 10 fouls to use on the big guy. He's got Bryson Tyree on him down there now. There's Colton Smith. Getting in the lane, ball gets knocked away and recovered by DeGarmo, who's into the game. Hudson DeGarmo wearing number 40. And a timeout taken by Anderson County. Good defense right there by the Owen County Rebels. And we might have found a game that could benefit from a shot clock tonight.
So my real answer is Cadbury.
Do you happen to know his first name?
I do not.
All right, you are correct. It is Cadbury. His first name is Richard Cadbury. Of course, known more for the Cadbury eggs, but he was the first one to invent the chocolate heart. Who
now
was
my
your
smart aleck answer is the chicken because you said where did the eggs come from? So
yeah, so Richard Cadbury. It didn't say what year, but he was the one who invented the first Valentine's Day box of chocolate. Of course, as I said, the Cadbury egg, that's more of an Easter thing. My wife knows, I'm a Reese Cup guy. I like Reese Cups. The thing about the assorted chocolates is if you get the assorted chocolates, there has to be a guide in the assorted chocolates.
You never know what you're going to get.
Well, it is true. You're right. But I don't like that because I don't like coconut. So I'm always afraid that I'm going to get the chocolate that has the coconut in it. And
Some
then
of them have it on the back, though.
I know, and I need that guide. Because you get there's the coconut and then there's the opera cream. That's not bad. But if it's coconut, it's coming back out. My brother-in-law has a pretty strong reaction to coconut as well. I've heard several stories about him. 17-12. If you're watching, you want to throw out there your favorite Valentine's candy, feel free to do so. I can talk candy now. Anderson County, this has been a long possession. There's a nice pass, but no shot. A better look down low is up and in, and that's up and in by Hudson DeGarmo. Kind of hung in the air for a second. It was a good move. 19-12, and a foul, and that's going to go against Daniels, I think. Yes, team's first of the quarter. Going to get a quick sub as Ishikawa's going to check back in. Now he has 2. So you replace one player with 2 for another player with 2. Lob down low, Stafford. In a little bit, and no shot, and a foul. And they got Ishikawa right away. And now, who's coming in? They're going to bring in Daniel Franklin. Owen County down by 7. Duvall off the screen, down low to Smith. Pump fakes, and he's fouled.
It's going to be on DeGarmo.
Yep. Good play right there by Harper Duvall. I thought he was going to let that fly, and he made a nice dish to Michael Smith. No good on the free throw. I said it the other night during the girls' game, and I'll say the same thing tonight about the boys. Free throw shooting. You know, the girls the other night missed a ton of free throws in that game. I don't know exactly what the final numbers were, but when you play in these tight games where every possession matters, you have got to make your free throws.
I've seen plenty of free throws today. I'm sick of them.
There's DeGarmo, well, a little dangerous with the basketball right there. Now it's back in the hands of Franklin. DeGarmo driving, kicks it out to Franklin. Now back up top to Smith. Cooper Welsh with it now, being guarded out there by Michael Smith. 2:50 to go. Michael Smith playing good D, but Welsh goes around him and scores. 21-12. Here's DeZarn up top now to Duval. Britton Stafford, that's looked good and it was short, and a rebound to Anderson County. Michael Smith took a little umbrage. He thought he got elbowed, and he gets a big rebound, and he's fouled by Daniel Franklin. He thought that when Sparrow got that rebound, he used his elbow to clear out a little bit. And he was very agitated on his way back down the floor. And now Coach Duval trying to defend his guy. It's a play, to be honest with you, that if you were playing in a college game, they would review.
Yeah, to me, it looked like there was definitely contact down here, and there was 100% sure contact down on the other end of the court, too. So,
Counter DeZarn loses it out of bounds. The pressure has bothered Owen County tonight. You talked about it. 21-12, 2:05 left in the first quarter. Owen County can't let this get too far in front of them over this last minute and 50. Franklin has it. This might be another one of those games where first team to 45 wins. Because, I mean, Anderson County is just in no hurry at all. Minute and 30 left. I mean, if you're running a 35-second shot clock, they would have used it all. And what happens is Braden Morrow says, hey, announcer guy, enough, I'm going to shoot. And he makes a three. And it's a 12-point lead. Skip pass, DeZarn, three in the air, knocks it down. And a timeout. Devin Duval, and he's going to take a full timeout. 24-15, a minute and 6 to go here in the first half. A big minute and 6 here in this second quarter.
yeah, if you're Owen County, you really don't want this to let it get away from you here. Try to get some defensive stops there. Try to speed it up a little bit. And, you know, in this last possession, if I remember correctly and looked at it right, they used about a minute and a half there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it might not matter now, you know, still in the second quarter, but down the road it could.
Well, I mean, to give the obvious response here to that, I mean, it limits the number of possessions, you know, as the game goes on. And you're right, it might not seem like a big deal now, but I mean, if you're not going to get an extra couple possessions in the third and fourth quarters, you know, that could be 4 total possessions. You don't even have a chance to score. And when you're down 9, 10 points, that makes it tough to come back.
Well, and if you're looking at Owen County here, they've got fouls to
yes.
give. I mean, there's plenty out there. You might be able to risk 1 or 2 fouls trying to go for the ball at one of these possessions. Now, the only downside of that, you got to make sure you don't leave a man wide open going for it too aggressively.
Hatcher Smith into the game. Seeing his first action tonight. And he is going to put a little bit of pressure on the ball here. They're going to inbound it to Morrow. Now Daniels being guarded by Smith. Hatcher all in him. Thought he fouled him. Maybe he was trying to. Cooper Welsh gives it back to Morrow. Down low to Daniels, working on Hatcher. Spins and a foul.
And they called it on the floor.
Now, the trick on this would be you don't want to commit one and give up a three-point play. And a nice block by Michael Smith, and then he fouls. That's okay. I mean, that's his first. That's going to put Cooper Welch at the free throw line for 2 with 35 seconds. First one good. First free throws of the night for the visitors from Lawrenceburg. Owen County's been there twice. They're 2 for 4. Good. Welch now with 4. 26-15, 11-point game. 30 seconds to go. Owen County gets it across. Duval. Ooh, what a dangerous pass knocked out of bounds by Braden Morrow. "18 seconds to go. Play has been called out. Michael Smith with the basketball. Down to 10 seconds. Smith. Tough pass was through the hands of Duval, out of bounds. Anderson will get the final shot, barring something unusual. Wade Cook checks in, Duval checks out. Daniels back in for Anderson. I'd watch for Morrow popping out here, number 2. Well, they're going to get it into Morrow. 4 seconds, 3, drives, corner 3, line drive no good by Sparrow. And the first half will come to an end. 26-15. Owen County trails Anderson County here at the break. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes to give you our thoughts on the first half and run down the scoring totals.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Golden Triangle Roofing Halftime Challenge. We want to thank Golden Triangle Roofing for our halftime sponsorship. Tonight we're going to go 2 rounds. We're going to have a student round and an alumni round. So alumni start stretching. Here we go. First round is going to be Salem Drennan versus Chloe Sue. And they're going to have 1 minute to make a layup, free throw, 3-point, and half-court shot. They make all 4, they get free concessions. All right, here we go. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, Chloe Sue, the 3-point shot.
Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody's so judgmental. Everybody hurts, but I don't judge Reynolds. It was all so simple. I see you in 3D. The dawn is bright for me. No more dark for me. I know you're watching me. 80 degrees. Burning up the leaves. Finally, I'm free.
All right, they're both to the half-court shot, 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Oh. Well, hey, they didn't make it, but let's give it up for Chloe and Salem. And now it's time for our alumni division. And here we go. We got Brandon Mills and Derek Epperson. All right, they're going to come here and shoot. All right, 1 minute on the clock. Same game. Here we go. On your mark, get set, go.
Came with the dawn, every day another triple double entendre. At times I sit and wonder how we keep from going under, but I always beat the clock like Harry Irving at the buzzer. Looking in the crowd at the audience, they love us. Got a team of warriors, nobody ranked above us, and I'm calling for my brothers, keep the chemistry strong.
They're both in the 3-point shot.
The most valuable pro, headed straight for the throne. I'm in the lane of my own. shoot three when I get in my zone. Even when I'm OT, man, I still feel at home. The GOAT when it's close in the dawn. The only make legends where I'm from. Been the we won before the song begun. And this feels like a victory.
Brandon to the half-court shot. They're both to the half-court shot.
This feels like a victory. The competition is slick to me. Yeah, this is story, it's history. Homie, this is my story.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get it up. Well, they might technically all be losers tonight, but we still love them. Thank you, Golden Triangle Roofing, for your halftime sponsorship.
Back here at halftime of the Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium, Brian Blair, Braden Howard. Halftime, Anderson County leads Owen County 26-15. Taking a look at the scoring totals from this first half of play. First of all, for Anderson County, they were led in that quarter or the half by Braden Morrow. He finishes with 8 points. Andrew Sparrow with 5. Colton Smith with 5. Cooper Welch had 4 points. Hudson DeGarmo and Landon Daniels each had 2 points. For Owen County, they were led by Harper Duvall, who had 6. Connor Desarn, a 3 late in the second, gave him his only points of the night. And then Bryson Tyree, Michael Smith, and Caden Perkins, each with 2 points for Owen County as they trail it 26-15. Other action going on tonight around the 31st District. Earlier this afternoon, we already said Owen County knocked off Gallatin County in girls game 40-31. Other action today around the district up at the Hoosier Gym. Carroll County's girls beat Columbus Christian 51-30, and the Carroll County boys, and I don't know if they ran the picket fence at the end or not, but they beat Columbus Christian 55-53. Girls action today, Lloyd beat Trimble County 43-39, and then an interesting game tonight in the 8th region, game taking place in Newcastle. Spencer County, one of the favorites in the 8th region, taking on Henry County, who I think is a team who thinks and believes, and I think they got a shot to make a little bit of noise come 31st District time, and of course playing in that building would make that especially sweet, but a big test for them tonight. Kind of be curious to see that score as the evening goes on. Braden, first half here in this one for Owen County got off to a good start, but the offense hasn't really been there tonight. They've not made shots. They've had some instances where they've turned it over, unforced errors. I mean, the pressure a little bit, but some of the turnovers were just not great passing. I mean, I don't know that you could say that the press had much to do with a couple of them, but they've got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball and making shots in the second half. 26 points defensively is not bad, but you've got to make shots in this second half.
Yeah, and something on that is they've not really shot it much.
No.
The good opportunities they've had have kind of been down in the paint, and they've just been met with that strong defensive pressure. One could debate whether there was fouls or not. The refs didn't blow the whistle, so they just had to live with it. But even then, they've not had many looks from behind the arc.
Nope.
2 or 3 at most. Right now, they've just got to find a way to score. Maybe it's driving in the lane, drawing some fouls, going to the free throw line, or somehow getting them forced out of that zone, maybe flashing the middle there at the free throw line. But right now, if you're the Rebels, you are looking to come out shooting hot in the second half just to get something going.
Yeah, you got to find a way to get Michael Smith involved. I think you'd like to see Britton Stafford, be able to find his rhythm. As we said, he's played well the last 3 weeks. Just like to get some looks get some looks out there tonight. Action going on around the country. Division I men's basketball this afternoon. It was your Louisville Cardinals knocking off Baylor 82-71 as they stepped out of the ACC for that one. And it was my Kentucky Wildcats falling at number 14 Florida in a game that I think Jimmy Dykes said best. Kentucky had to play a perfect game today. They didn't. They hung in, but they lost 92-83. And I think, and I'm going to get some hate from Kentucky fans, but Florida was the better team today and probably is the better team. Kentucky played well, but not well enough. Louisville was in a battle against a Baylor team that's not very good, but got the win, survive and advance. I mean, that's all you're trying to do at this time of the year is just get some wins. Neutral site game, kind of had a little maybe of a tournament feel for Louisville today, so big win for the Cards.
So Henry actually beat Spencer 66-63.
Wow.
My dad.
Wow. Huh. Owen County gets their shot at a Monday night in here at 7:30.
And then Henry Tuesday.
Woo! That's a big win for Henry County. Wow. Congrats to them. That's tough for me to say, I got to admit, but hey. Duval spins in the lane and is fouled. Is that Ishikawa? If it is, it's his fourth. Yes, it is. Of course, our principal here, Betsy Webster, her husband, Kevin Webster, from here, is the principal over at Henry County. Don't know if they have any family wagers on any of those games or not. Duval makes the free throw, 1 of 2. Yep, Monday night, girls will be in here at 6 o'clock against Eminence. Boys play Spencer County at 7:30. Tuesday evening, the boys and girls travel to play at Henry County. And this season is quickly winding down. 26-17, 25 seconds in. See what Owen County kind of adjustments they make here defensively. Caden Perkins in the game right away on the big guy. Sparrow, 3, Smith, back iron, no good. Britton Stafford the rebound, quickly up to Duval, and he has it blocked. Great hustle right there from Braden Morrow, who came out of nowhere and blocked that shot. Good play by the senior from Anderson County. Duval with it back. There's Stafford. Cutting, Smith gives it off to Perkins. Good defense, good recognition right there by Landon Daniels on Michael Smith as Stafford drives in. Michael Smith will shoot that corner 3, but Daniels is not giving him any room to do so. So they're going to get Cooper Welch on that foul, his first. And now Stafford will go to the line for 2. He makes the first. Second, good. (26-19). Rebels made 4 free throws here in the quarter.
So far, it's the exact start the Rebels have wanted here.
Oh!
I don't know how that's the call.
I don't either.
I do think it was a turnover. I think he dribbled it out of bounds, but I don't think it's a walk.
Woo! It's one the Rebels will take. Set 26-19. But you're right, it has been the perfect start. There's a foul, isn't it? No, a travel.
Yeah, I don't know what to call anymore.
Well, I thought that when Britton went by Daniels bumped him, which caused him to go off balance, but the official says no, and it will come back to Anderson. 6:15 to go in the third quarter. say it all the time. All you want is consistency. They are trying to get it down low, and Michael Smith gets called for the foul. And what's frustrating, I think, is that the call comes up near half court. The official right there by it didn't call it. Sparrow misses the free throw. What do you think that Coach Duvall gets teed up before this is over?
So far, we're on that trend.
Both free throws no good, so ball don't lie, as they say. Michael Smith quickly the other way. It's 5-on-4. As well, slow to get back, and then Michael Smith turns it over. Big missed opportunity right there for Owen County. They had a power play. And we get a timeout, a coach or an official timeout, and they're going to check on Cooper Welsh. And he's going to check out, and DeGarmo is going to check back in. Speaking of power plays, U.S. men's hockey team won their second game in the prelims in the Olympics today. Took out Denmark 6-3. Never thought you'd get a hockey update on this show, did you?
Seen crazier.
I like hockey now. I like Olympic hockey too, country versus country. Oh, Michael Smith almost read that pass well enough to steal it, working on Daniels. Daniels goes by him, pulls up, knew he missed it. Rebound to Garmo. A lot of contact and a foul on Caden Perkins. Man. And Michael Smith is hurt. Daniels kind of bumped him. I don't know what happened. Michael kind of went flying through the lane there after the bump, and I don't know if he got hit by one of his own teammates. Did he just get the air knocked out of him?
Kind of what it looks like.
Coach Duvall kind of grinned as he walked by him. I'm not sure, but anyway, he's going to check out. Countered his arm, going to check in. You said it. I mean, before this game started, that Anderson County plays a very physical basketball style, and that's what they're doing right now. Inbound up top to Sparrow. Owen County's done a pretty good job against him tonight. He only has 5 points, and there's a ball loose, and Owen County comes away with it, and a timeout. Head coach Devin Duvall after the steal. And I wonder if he's going to take the timeout and sub Michael Smith back in.
So far, I don't see him out here.
No, he must have gone back, yeah.
Room.
Yeah, I hadn't noticed if he'd gone back yet, but he has. Other action today around the country. Michigan beat UCLA by 30. Here comes Michael, 86-56. Number 4, Duke beat number 20, Clemson, as I think the Tigers went 0-2 this week, right? They lost earlier this week, so they may drop out of the rankings. Duke won that one 67-54. Number 5, Iowa State got the best of number 4, Kansas, 74-56. Cyclones are a team that I don't know that people really pay a lot of attention to. They're good. They're a very good basketball team, and you said you watched some of that game today. They a team that can make a deep run in March?
I think so. They came out in this, I mean, they already had a sizable lead against Kansas at halftime, but they came out guns a-blazing. I mean, making everything they threw up. Very strong defensively.
Britton Stafford going to work. Gets in the lane as it's stripped and a foul, and I think they're going to get Sparrow. Coach Duvall thought he was in the act of shooting. I actually didn't think he was in the act of shooting right there. But Sparrow gets called for his first and the third on Anderson as Michael Smith back in. Tough catch in the corner by Stafford. He's being very aggressive. Tyree reverses, and I think that might have been blocked. I thought that Stafford should have just gone on up with that. Downloaded to Garmo. Up top, three, short. Front iron by Morrow, and the rebound's controlled by Owen County and then thrown away. Daniels goes behind the back. Drives in, nice pass, and Sparrow just short-armed it at the rim, and he is down and hurting. He landed right on his knee. 3 ball. Desarn, no good. Stafford knocked away out of bounds, and I hope the young man's okay. He landed right on his knee when he landed. They already have lost Noah Beasley this year to a knee injury, but I hope for his sake he's okay. Well, they're tending to him. We'll look at some other scores. Number 7, Nebraska won 68-49. Pittsburgh, they're ranked 11th in the country. Kind of a sneaky good team. Again, you don't think Pittsburgh being a kind of a basketball powerhouse, but they're ranked in the number 11. They beat UNC 79-65. Vanderbilt beat Texas A&M. They've lost 4 straight. The Aggies have 82-69. BYU in overtime beat Colorado 90-86. Houston, I think that's a team that could get back to the title game. They are 3rd ranked in the country, and they beat Kansas State 78-64. And the game of the day, I mean, if you like a good fight, the game of the day was number 17 St. John's against Providence. St. John's won 79-69, but a major melee broke out in that thing after a hard foul. And I think like 4 St. John's players just ejected, maybe 3 from Providence. I mean, that thing was crazy.
I didn't see that one, but later on there was an intentional foul on Providence that also resulted in an ejection.
Still working on Sparrow down there. UK women on action tomorrow. They host number 14 Ole Miss. Louisville tomorrow. Number 9 hosts Florida State. Speaking of Florida State, saw this week that Charlie Woods, Tiger's son, is committed to play his collegiate golf at Florida State.
Now there's also another one you might not be familiar with, Miles Russell. He's actually played in a couple tour events, if I'm not mistaken. He's also going to Florida State. So
really,
looking at Florida State in their golf team, the next couple years they're going to be pretty dominant just based off of those 2 commits.
How much, they're still tending to Sparrow down there, how much pressure's on that kid? I'm being for real. I can't imagine being the son of Eldrick.
What is it, 81 tour wins and 15, no, it's not 15, is it? Is it 15 majors?
15 majors, I think, yeah, because he won the Masters. Was that 15?
I think so, because the record is 18, Nicholas.
So Sparrow has been taken to the bench. Casey Riley over there she was giving Coach Duvall a hard time this week. She says, you know, Valentine's Day, we're always in the gym. But she's over there working with Sparrow, and I think that must be his parents over there with him. But again, hope the young man's okay. He went down hard. (26-19), back to action. Harper Duvall with the basketball. Down low to Michael Smith. Up top to Desarn. Desarn, 3, that's off. Rebound controlled by Anderson. by DeGarmo. Elijah Young has come in. Now, he's a big guy. He's a senior. He and Michael Smith are getting to know each other. Sharing some happy Valentine's Day greetings, I'm sure. Up top now to DeGarmo. Oh, Connor Desarn knocks the pass down. Owen County has it. Duval up the left side to Tyree, and he's fouled. I think they're going to get DeGarmo.
That is correct.
Now, I'm an old guy, so there's a Christian music group back many, and I think my wife would know this if she's watching, but DeGarmo and Key. Do you remember that old-time contemporary Christian music? Every time I say DeGarmo, I want to say and Key. That dates me a lot. Michael Smith, foul, and that's going to be on my main man, DeGarmo. That's his third, and the fifth on Anderson. So now, Braden, we talk about free throws. You've got 3 minutes left in this quarter, and you're going to be at the free throw line every time there's a foul. This is big.
Well, and you're looking at it too. The Rebels are on a 4-0 run, all from the free throw line to start this half.
Yeah, they don't have a field goal. You're right. Michael Smith makes the first. Michael Smith makes the second. So Owen County now 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And it's 26-21. When you think about if you're Anderson County, you've got your main scorer on the bench. You have to adjust to that offensively, and you have to do it on the fly. So let's see how they do. Daniel spins, reverse. I like his game. He's a tough kid, but he missed that one. Michael Smith going to work, going all the way, landing up and in. And a timeout, Anderson County.
Now on an 8-0 run.
And I think he is taking the timeout. That's Brian Hyatt, the head coach. I think he realizes that he's got to kind of settle his guys down, and he's got to get them refocused a little bit. I mean, you're looking over there, and your best player's got an ice pack on his knee, and he's probably not coming in anytime soon. Owen County's making a run, and you've got to refocus and forget about that and try to figure out how to win this game.
And not to mention either, it looks like number 32, Cooper Welch, is still out dealing with an injury. So,
I did not even see that.
For Anderson County are not currently in the game. And
that's a good
By the
catch.
way it looks right now, it doesn't look like they're going to be back.
That's a good catch by you. I just now realized he was over there.
I think that's what took so long with this injury that Sparrow had, was because our athletic trainer Casey was tending to him first.
He's got a towel over his head. He went down hard too and came out, and I agree that the body language of both of those guys suggests they're done. I mean, we don't have a sideline reporter down there. We don't have a Melissa Stark or trying to think of the other young lady who did the Super Bowl last week.
Holly Rowe does a bunch.
Yes, Holly Rowe, yes. So Anderson County down a couple guys right now. They've got to figure this out. Daniels. Who's going to step up for the Bearcats? Because they have not scored here in the quarter. DeGarmo, short air ball. Daniels gets it back, and that's a jump ball, isn't it?
I think so.
No, they got a foul. Who was the foul on?
I believe it's Wade Cook, number
Yes.
34.
Yes. his first. Daniels at the line, free throw, good. So first points of the night, or first points of the quarter for Anderson County come at the free throw line. They do not have a field goal with 1:56 to go. What just happened there?
I believe that was my pastor's grandson that walked out on the floor.
Second free throw good. Was that Michael Smith who made the save?
Yes.
Okay, I was writing down the circling in my free throw on my score sheet, and I saw Michael Smith kind of run back over toward the free throw line. I was like, where'd he come from? Those preacher's kids. You know how they are.
Oh, yeah.
For the record, I am one.
I'm a grandkid. Does that count, too?
You know. Down low, Michael Smith. Good pass from Wade Cook. Bucket. And I will say this, we learned it all from the Deacons kids. So, just throwing that out there. 28-25, Anderson County, who once led by as many as 12, are only up by 3, with 2 of their guys sitting on the bench. That's Gabe Hyatt in the game, number 55. He's a junior. Up top to Hyatt. Now to Daniels. You look out there, and Daniels and Morrow are their scorers. I mean, you would think at this point, Desarn almost takes it away. Up top to Hyatt. I take that back. Colton Smith can score as well. He's out there also. 41 seconds. Another long possession here by the Bearcats. And a blocking foul on Tyree. Give a shout out to one of my favorite broadcasters, Bill Raftery, with the old nickel dimer. Wasn't a lot of contact there. Pass deflected and stolen. Pass out front, out of bounds, and Owen County will now have a chance to take the last shot. Good defense by Britton Stafford.
That was a good instance there where the foul didn't really hurt. You know, they had some to give. They're not in the bonus yet, and it in turn led to a turnover.
Stafford driving in. Strong lays it up and in. Rebels down by 1. Strong move by the junior, and it's a 28-27 lead. Stafford tries to come out and double team Daniels. Pass down in the lane. Morrow, 2 seconds. Turnaround jumper, no good. Put back up and... Oh, you got to make the call right now. You can't go talk about that. I'm sorry.
That is no good.
No good.
That's the right call.
And that is the right call.
It was late.
It was. But the official, I think as an official, you have got to say right away, good or no good, and then you can talk about it if you need to. 28-27, Owen County down by 1. They outscored Anderson County 12-2 in that quarter, and Anderson County's only points were on Landon Daniels' free throw. You look over there on the bench, and there are 2 guys who are very much dejected, and for good reason. Cooper Welch, a senior starter over there, towel over his head, and Andrew Sparrow, his buddy, another senior with ice pack on his knee. And you hope, again, I say this, I hope for their sake that I don't know for sure what Cooper Welch is dealing with. But I do hope for Sparrow's case that that's just some kind of bruise or something, although that can hurt just, a lot as well. But I hope that that's something they can just put some ice on and get him better. This team is 20-5 coming in tonight. But they are getting everything they want as we are into the final 8 minutes. Stafford almost with the rip right there on Hyatt. Good defense by Wade Cook. Colton Smith was trying to find room. They will be in absolutely no hurry right here. If you're Owen County, just play solid defensively. Tough shot, not a great shot, and the rebound's controlled by Michael Smith. That was a case where I think Landon Daniels just feels like he has to make a play. And he forced it. Owen County can take the lead. They have not had the lead since I believe it was 4-2. Ooh, Michael Smith had Dezarn there if he wanted him. Now he gives it to him. Stafford in the corner. Finds a cutting Cook under the basket who kicks it up top to Dezarn. Cook got a little bit off balance. Stafford, Dezarn, 3-ball in the air. Oh, it rolled out. And a foul on the rebound. It's Stafford or Duval. And it's on Stafford. That ball, that shot right there by Dezarn was halfway down and then came back out. That was a great look.
So you've got Ishikawa entering the game with 4 fouls.
And you got Landon Daniels out there who has 2. DeGarmo has 3. And he's not out there right now. Morrow. 3-ball. Hyatt, no good. I'm not sure that's the shot Coach would have wanted right there. I mean, he was open. But sometimes you're open for a reason. That's what they always told me when I was playing pickup ball. You know what? Every time you're open doesn't mean you have to shoot it. 28-27. I said first team to 45 as Tyree missed the layup. This might be first team to 35. Down the floor quickly. Morrow goes right past Duval. Nice play by Braden Morrow. Duval was trying to take a charge, and Morrow just went right around him. 30-27. 3-point ball game.
That's actually Anderson County's first field goal of the half.
Yes. And a reach-in foul. And they got Morrow his first. Both teams committed a foul here in the quarter. 5:51 to go in the game. Inbound to Duval. Down low to Stafford. Trying to get in the lane, and he gets fouled. That was a smart play by Britton Stafford. He felt Morrow was going to reach, and so he kind of just started the act of shooting. He wasn't even looking at the basket, but a smart heads-up play.
First one good by Stafford. And
second one good. $5:39 to go in the game. 30-29 the score. Anderson County by a single point. Ishikawa goes through his hands, gets it back. I've been reminded on the chat that Michael W. Smith, also a very prominent Christian music star, still is. So thanks for pointing that out. I never thought about that with our Michael Smith. Out top, Wyatt again. Got it! Gabe Hyatt knocks down a huge shot. 33-29. Stafford drives, drops it off. Dezarn trying to make space, and then just a bad pass out of bounds. $4:45 to go. in the game. Anderson County, the leather, in a 4-point lead. Morrow drives, hands it off to Smith. Back over to Daniels. Again, very patient offensive trip, as most of them have been tonight for Anderson County. Driving, and a foul, and I think it's Stafford.
I believe so.
Wow, not a whole lot of contact on that. I thought Tyree played pretty good defense. Stafford gets called for his second, and that's going to put Morrow at the line. Free throw, good. He has 11. This would give Anderson a 6-point lead. Give the Bearcats some credit. Two of their better players are sitting over on the sidelines, and their guys are still balling. They're hanging in there, and they have not relinquished the lead. You felt like if Owen County could have taken the lead, it might have been a lot of momentum and an offensive foul. And I don't think Michael Smith knows it
not yet.
Now he does. And he goes to the official and says, "What did I do?" He thought for sure that was going to be an and one. But no, it's the third team foul on Owen County. We approach the halfway point of the fourth quarter. 35-29, Anderson by 6. Another big possession in this game. Ishikawa trying to direct traffic, just gives it back up to Smith. Hyatt has it. Ishikawa goes by Duvall, loses the handle, but he's fouled. And they get Michael Smith again, and that's his fourth. Ishikawa's free throw, good. His first points of the night. (36-29), 7-point lead. 3:35 to go. Free throw no good. Michael Smith. Now he's got to be careful because he doesn't want to commit the fifth offensively, and he spins right around Daniels and misses it. Landon Daniels, pretty good job to keep his dribble, then gives it off to Smith. A three here would give Anderson County a double-digit lead as we are at the 3-minute mark. Next foul would put Anderson on the line, and Smith just trying to dribble and keep from getting called for 5. Now he hands it off to Hyatt. I think Owen County's going to have to put some pressure on the ball or foul. Or let Hyatt shoot the 3, and he does. And a timeout as Gabe Hyatt, the junior, has come off the bench and has 6 points and is playing his very, very well. And the Rebels are getting in some trouble with 2.5 to go.
Yeah, now you got to be playing with the sense of urgency here on both ends of the court. You can't let Anderson go out and pass the ball around for 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes each possession. Because like you mentioned earlier, they're going to run out of possessions if they do that. And on the offensive end as well, you're down 10, 2.5 minutes left in the game. You've got to drive inside the lane, or if you have a semi-open look from the 3, you've got to
let it fly. One more college basketball score to pass along. Number 1 has gone down again. Arizona has dropped 2 games this week. They lost tonight to Texas Tech 78-75 in overtime. So the once seemingly dominant Wildcats have lost twice this week.
I think they need to rank Miami of Ohio number 1.
Woo! That's a heck of a story. 2:29 to go. They're talking about Speedos in Oxford. I don't know if you saw that. Duval, got to take it, got to make it. Does! Big shot by Harper Duval. That's his first 3 of the game.
Only the second one from Owen County.
Again, you've got to be aggressive here defensively, and it doesn't matter almost if you foul. Down low, Daniels spinning. Michael Smith can't do much. Daniels misses it, and a foul on the floor. I'm not sure how.
It's going to be over the back on
it
Tyree.
Is. Wow. So Landon Daniels will go to the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight. He has 4 points. His only field goal came back in the first quarter. But 2 big ones right here with minute 57. Missed it. Coach Duval yelling out some instruction. Second one's right down the middle. 40-32, a minute 55. Rebels can't waste too much time here on this end. Here's DeZarn to Smith. Duval, 3 ball. Nope, rebound Anderson. A minute and 39 to go. Morrow has it and Stafford fouled him.
Looks like we get a bench warning there.
That's good restraint by an official. I have to admit that now the other official's going to replace him, and now Coach Duval's got a fresh ear to chew on. That's an official, though, who doesn't want to make it call a technical and really probably finish this game. I mean, it's going to take a really good effort right now, as both free throws are good, 42-32, but Stafford drives all the way in, missed it, but a foul.
Did we get a foul on the referee there, too? Kind of looks like he tripped him up.
Morrow's third. Stafford will go back to the line. Owen County a chance to score without the clock running. Good. Britton Stafford. 2, 4, 6, 7 points. Trying for number 8. Stafford says no rebound necessary as he makes both. 42-34. Michael Smith comes out. Tanner Holt's in there because Michael Smith cannot foul. He only has 1 left. Gets it into Daniels. I think that's the guy you want to foul. And then he threw it to Morrow. Lays it. No good. And Tyree with the foul as Morrow got the rebound and put it back up. Owen County had an opportunity right there. Morrow will go back to the line where he is 4 of 4 in the game, all of them here in the quarter, and he makes another. Now Michael Smith comes back in for Tanner Holt. Short, rebound Michael Smith, minute 20, Rebels down 9. Smith kicks it out, Duval. Duval, 3, that's good. 43-37. Gets it into Ishikawa, up ahead Smith. Smith gonna go all the way to the basket and then throws it out of bounds. He was trying to draw a foul on Michael Smith. He should have just laid it in because Michael was going to not try to defend him. And a break for Owen County. Rebels still alive after a misplay there by Smith. Michael Smith, 3 short, rebound. Anderson and a foul as they foul Morrow.
Britton Stafford, his 4th.
Morrow just missed his only free throw of the night, is back there for 2 more. That one's good. That was a big possession for Owen County right there. If that 3 had gone down, it's a 3-point game. Instead, Morrow makes both, and it's back to 8. Inbound to Michael Smith, and a foul, which I actually thought he just lost that out of bounds, to be quite honest with you. But a block is going to go on Morrow. That's his 4th, and Michael Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. There's been a lot of talking back and forth tonight on the floor. Michael Smith makes the first. I'll tell you what, we talked about free throw shooting. Owen County has been really good tonight from the free throw line. I don't think they could still pull this out somehow, but it would take a miracle at this point. But as Al Michael said, I do believe in miracles, so 45-39. But they have only missed 2 free throws tonight. Those were Michael Smith back in the second quarter. Owen County needs a steal or a foul. Oh, and a dangerous pass. Now you got a foul in a hurry. Anderson County playing keep away, and I think that's probably not a bad foul. Put Hyatt on the line.
Yep, that's going to be Britton Stafford's 5th, so that should have him.
Britton Stafford fouls out with 8 points tonight. Did not make a 3. And
that was his 5th foul. I don't think that's correct.
I've got 5.
I have 5. Anderson County bench has 5. Now, of course, Owen County is the official scorebook.
Hyatt makes the first. That's almost like a little jump shot there from the free throw line. Second one, no good. Life still, 6-point game. If Britton Stafford makes the shot here, this place, Anderson County is going to go unhinged. Duval, 3, no good. Rebound, Hyatt, fouled. Is that Michael Smith? Because that is 5. Yes. I wonder if they got maybe Stafford and Tyree mixed up on a foul, perhaps. I don't know, but we're going to get a timeout. 46-39, and I tell you what, Braden, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Anderson County's kids tonight. I mean, they have played a lot of this second half without two of their best players, and they've just found a way to win. I mean, their kids have made some big shots. The Hyatt young man made some big shots, a couple of big free throws. Defensively, they still played extremely well. Credit goes to them tonight. I mean, they just outplayed the Rebels here in this game.
And a lot of credit to the coaching as well.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you see two injuries that remove some of your better players out of the game, especially after Owen County came out and punched you in the mouth to start the second half, being able to keep his athletes engaged and into this game.
Well, he called the timeout at 28-27. And after that timeout, his team has really come together and played exceptionally well. I thought, and I said this before, but I thought if Owen County could have taken the lead at any point in time, the momentum might have really shifted. But Owen County was not able to do so. Hyatt, 1 of 2, rebound Stafford. 47-39, Tyree steps back, high arching three is good, and Owen County takes the timeout. So, still a glimmer of hope.
That might be the first time I've ever seen him shoot a three-pointer.
That was a good-looking shot. He had a man coming out at him, let it go, put some air under it. Now, I don't know. I'm trying to see if Owen County, I'm trying to watch the official. I don't think Owen County has any timeouts left. Let's see what he says. So he has timeouts left. Coach Hyatt does at Anderson. And Owen County's out. So Owen County basically has to steal and score before the clock gets to 5 seconds, or Anderson County doesn't even have to inbound. So you pretty much have to have a steal and an inbound. You got to foul right now. There you go. But I know the clock says 9.5 seconds. You really only have about 3.5 seconds to try to score here. Colton Smith could make that a moot point if he makes both of these. And he doesn't. I think, you know what, Braden? I think you'd almost be better to miss this. Because if the clock would run, I think you miss it. And he did. I don't know if he was trying to. Anderson County gets the rebound. Daniels lays it up and in emphatically. And Anderson County's going to win it 49-42. Anderson County wins their 21st game of the year. They are now 5-0 against 31st District opponents. They have a chance to go 6-0 as they play Eminence on Tuesday night, but the Bearcats come into Floyd E. Gritton Gymnasium and knock off the Rebels on Valentine's Day. We'll add up the totals and give them to you here in just a minute. Scoring totals for tonight, Anderson County wins at 49-42. Your scoring totals First of all, for Anderson County, Braden Morrow finishes with 19 points to lead the way. Gabe Hyatt came off the bench and had a big fourth quarter. He made 2 threes, had 8 points. In fact, he made the only 2 threes of the second half for Anderson County. The Anderson County Bearcats only had 3 field goals in the second half, and Gabe Hyatt had 2 of them. Turning the lights off on us.
Yeah, they're ready to go home.
They are. It's Valentine's Day. Let's go. Colton Smith with 5. Andrew Sparrow with 4. Andrew Sparrow with 5 as well. Cooper Welch had 4. Landon Daniels had you know what? He didn't score a ton of points. He had 5 points, but he played his guts out tonight and played well. 5 points for him. Tyler Ishikawa had 1. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Hudson Nagarmo was not a big key to the game, but he had 2 points for Anderson County. For Owen County, they were led by Harper Duvall with 14. Michael Smith had 10, but for him, that's a quiet night for Michael Smith. Britton Stafford with 8. Bryson Tyree with 5. Connor Desarn with 3. Cade Perkins with 2. Owen County drops to 12 and 11 on the season. Anderson County improves to 21 and 5. Just not Owen County's night. I think this is one, Braden, when they stop and watch film tomorrow, Monday, whenever that is, I think they're going to feel like it's one they should have probably won. But again, to Anderson County's credit, they hung in there in the second half, and they're going to go back to Lawrenceburg with a W.
Yeah, I think for the Rebels, it's only going up from here. I know they've got 3 tough games next week, but they can build off of this. I mean, their defensive pressure was good. I know that Anderson County really tried to slow it down on their offensive possessions. But even when they were moving at that pace, they were able to get a lot of stops, force some turnovers there. Now, on the other side, they didn't really handle the pressure as well as an Owen County Rebel fan would like them to. But to Anderson County's defense, their defense has been so strong all year. And you've seen that in some of their final scores.
Yeah.
I mean, this is twice I've seen Anderson County score only 49 points.
And to their credit, I mean, again, Anderson County held a really good Walton team to 48 points. So, you come in here tonight and I think for Owen County, you feel like, man, if we could have, 42 is kind of low for Owen County in a way. But yeah, Anderson County came out defensively, played well on both ends, and they get the win. We're going to take a minute here to run down our corporate sponsors for you. Adidas, Amigo, Ashcraft Realty, Bluegrass Care Navigators, Bourne Law Office, Broadlink, Bush Realty, CCU, Call Family Pharmacy, Double B Dumpsters, Eads Logging, Elk Creek Hunt Club, Family Billiards Pool Hall, German American, Golden Triangle Realty, Golden Triangle Roofing, Graphics for Athletics, H&W Dukes, Hudnall's Auto Sales, IGA, Kelly Brothers, Kentucky Farm Bureau, Kentucky State Target Association, K&K Timbers, Kentucky Tumble, McDonald's, NAS, the National Guard, Owen Electric, Owenton Healthcare, Owen Pawn and General Store, Perry Logistics, Snappy Tomato Pizza, Southern States, State Farm, Texas S Bow Hunting Ranch, and Young's Screen Printing. Lady Rebels won earlier today over in Gallatin County. They don't wrap up the number 1 seed, but their chances greatly improved as they will be in action Monday night, as we will be back with you Monday night for a doubleheader. Girls play Eminence at 6. Boys play Spencer County following that one. Spencer County, one of the favorites to win the 8th region. However, they lost tonight over at Henry County to the Wildcats by 3. And must have been a really good game. Owen County's last 3, and we'll talk about this quickly and we'll get out of here, but their last 3 games, Braden, are brutal. Spencer County Monday, at Henry, at SK. Just for sake of argument, the records combined of those 3 schools, 45 wins and only 27 losses this year. Simon Kenton's record, the weakest of those 3, but don't underestimate, that's a good Pioneer basketball team.
They've probably played a lot of region teams.
Yep, absolutely. Well, not the night you wanted, but It's the night you got. And Rebels lose it 49-42. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Now, do you have to work on Monday, or are you off?
I have to work Monday.
Well, I'm sorry. I kind of have to work. There won't be students here. But it's been fun. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Watch the Daytona 500 tomorrow, as well as lots of hoops. We'll be back with you on Monday night. Bearcats 49, Owen County Rebels 42. For Braden Howard, I'm Brian Blair saying good night from Owenton.